A woman with cancer asked me, "Can I have your wedding date before I die?" 2 weeks before my wedding, I got a shocking call from my wedding coordinator. "I'm really sorry. There's no other way to put this, but your wedding is getting canceled," she said. My heart sank. "Canceled? Why? What happened?" I asked, trying to calm down. "There's another couple that really wants the wedding date. They've asked the venue if they could pay double just to have the wedding," she explained. "And they agreed?" I shouted in disbelief. She sighed. "Well, no, not yet. But the bride has stage 4 cancer." She told them how she was given only a month left, and how this was her dream venue. I frowned. I felt bad, but to only hear about this 2 weeks before my own wedding, after booking all the hotels and flights and making people reschedule things, it didn't seem fair. I spent 2 years planning this. My mom, my grandma, even my great-grandma all got married here at that specific date. "It's a tradition," I explained. Then I took a deep breath to calm myself. "Look, my mom has a dangerous surgery scheduled the week after my wedding. This might be the only time she can see me walk down the aisle. Please don't cancel my wedding," I begged her. "I'm sorry, maybe you can go to the venue and speak to the manager and bride," she suggested. So I did. I drove over to the office trying to hold it together. When I got there, the manager was waiting with a woman sitting in his office. She was thin and pale with a scarf wrapped around her head, dark circles under her eyes. She gave a weak smile when she saw me. "You must be the bride," she said softly. "I'm Jenna. I'm so sorry to put you in this position." And just like that, all the anger I felt disappeared. I mean, how could I yell at someone who was clearly sick? I wouldn't have asked you for this if there was no other choice, but a few days ago at my last checkup, my doctor, he told me I had a month left, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. She wiped away the tears forming in her eyes. "I don't want to steal your wedding, but that's the last day I have before I have to get admitted to the hospital again. And this was the place my parents got married before I lost them too. So please, won't you give it?" she pleaded, adding that she'd cover any costs, do whatever it took to make it easier for me. My heart ached for her. I couldn't even begin to imagine the pain she was going through, but I was still unsure. "I'm really sorry, but I need time to think this over," I told her and walked out. At home, I opened up to my mom about the whole thing. She listened, then went quiet. "Sweetie, I know you want to say no because of me. I'm sorry for putting you in such a tough situation, but it's okay. You can give it to the poor girl. I promise. I won't be mad. I'll beat this surgery and watch you walk down the aisle on another date," she said so gently I couldn't help but cry harder. Once I calmed down, I made the call. I gave up the date, lost my $8,000 deposit. Some vendors gave refunds, most refused. It was devastating, but it was the right thing to do. But a few days later, something happened that completely shifted things. I was sorting through some of the wedding stuff I wasn't able to return, and thought that I could maybe give Jenna some of it. I mean, if I couldn't use it, at least someone else could, right? I got her address from the venue coordinator and drove over with the box. When I pulled up, my mouth dropped. There she was, loading a giant kayak onto her car, looking incredibly athletic and healthy. She smiled brightly with a full head of thick blonde hair, tan glowing skin, looking nothing like the frail, pale woman I saw just a day ago. Couldn't believe it. She lied. I got out of my car and marched over to her. I pulled the kayak off her car and laughed at her shocked expression. "Wow, you look good for someone with only a month left to live. What's your secret?" I said bitterly. She gave me a side eye and said calmly, "I'm in remission. It's a miracle. Isn't it great?" I laughed. "Wow, so fast. I mean, just a day ago you were bald and pale." She stared at me with a hardened expression. "What do you even want? You already gave up the wedding date. There's nothing you can do to have it back," she told me, crossing her arms over her chest. "You're a fraud. You manipulated me, lied about dying from cancer. I gave up my family's tradition for you. I gave up my mom's dream for you." She shrugged. "You made your choice. Don't get mad at me." I couldn't believe the audacity. I felt my hands shaking. "I'm suing you for fraud." She grinned and pushed me back. "Good luck proving that." I filed the lawsuit the next day. My lawyer said we had a strong case, but I didn't just want to win. I was out for blood. I looked at my lawyer and asked for one thing: make the court date the same day as her wedding. A few weeks later, I watched her walk into the courtroom on the day she was supposed to walk down the aisle.